Hello everyone, this is MJ and today's video explores the fascinating anatomy of a mussel, a member of the mollusk family. Mussels belong to a smaller subgroup called bivalves, characterized by their two shells. This video delves into both the external and internal anatomy of mussels, highlighting their unique features such as their hinge, adductor muscles, mantle, gills, and foot. It explains how mussels filter feed using their gills, reproduce externally, and move using their muscular foot. So this is our specimen for this video, and this is green mussel. This is common in the Philippines. So these are two shells and the hinge connects them here. So the hinge area is actually the top or the dorsal side, while the opening here is the bottom or the ventral side. So by this means that when the mussel sticks itself in the sun, the hinge will be the part that pokes out if you look at this side, the pointy end. So this is the anterior side, meaning it's the front. So the rounder end here is the posterior side, meaning the back. And this means that when the mussel moves, it will move in the direction of the anterior side like this. However, the movement of mussel is limited, and most mussel actually stay in one place for their entire lives. So the mussel shell serves several key purposes. It supports the soft body, protects against predators, and helps prevent drying out. Like tree trunks, mussel shells develop visible growth rings. So these rings can be counted to estimate the mussel's age, with older rings near the hinge and the newer ones around the edge. The pointed part of the shell, called the beak, is the oldest section. So this bump-like area near the hinge is where the two shells connect. To open the mussel, I need to cut through the strong adductor muscles, which are located on both sides of the shell. These muscles help the mussel open and close its shell and clump shut when the mussel is exposed to air, shallow water, or threats. So now that the mussel is open, we can see the internal structures. So this thin layer of tissue lining is called the mantle, which is responsible for producing the shell. Mussels have two mantles, one for each half of the shell. So the inside surface of the shell is shiny and known as the nacreous layer or mother of pearl. So when a foreign particle gets trapped inside, this same material can coat it, eventually forming a pearl. So going back, this is our internal structure, and this one is the posterior and anterior adductor muscles. We can see the significant size difference, so the posterior one is larger than anterior. So when I lift this mantle, you can see the gills. So these gills are feathery structures on both sides of the mussel, and these gills perform two important roles: reproduction and feeding. Mussels are filter feeders, meaning they use their gills to remove oxygen and food particles like algae and dust from the water. So these particles are then directed by the labial palps. So labial palps are paddle-like structures toward the mouth, functioning similarly to lips. The mouth should be somewhere below the labial palps, but it is difficult to see. So here in the center, there is a fleshy structure known as the foot. This muscular part helps the mussel move, though most mussels are sedentary, staying attached to rocks and hard surfaces. When mussels want to anchor themselves, the foot extends from the shell and secretes a protein, thread, that forms a bundle of filaments called byssus. So this one attaches the mussel securely to the surface. So by cutting away the mantle, we can see the visceral mass. So this mass right here represents the gonads, which are the reproductive organs. However, it is difficult to distinguish between male and female mussels by just looking at it. But mussels release their eggs or sperm in the water for external fertilization. So this greenish structure is the digestive gland. This digestive gland secretes enzymes to help the mussel break down food. The intestines, located within the visceral mass, absorb the nutrients from the digestive food. So this food, once absorbed, these nutrients enter the mussel's circulatory system. So in terms of circulatory system, this is the heart of the mussel, which is part of an open circulatory system. Unlike us humans, who have a closed circulatory system where blood flows through vessels, an open system allows a fluid called hemolymph to circulate freely around the organs. The heart pumps this fluid, which moves like water in a jacuzzi, bathing the internal tissues directly rather than flowing through a network of blood vessels. So that's our mussel dissection. Thank you so much for listening.